Hey everybody, I'm posting this video, the content of this video for the second time today. I pulled the first video because somebody clued me into holding the camera in a landscape position so that you don't have those black bars on the sides if you're watching it from a phone. So I apologize for that. I'm very new to making and editing any kind of video content at all. I'll get better. So the video, if you didn't watch it, was about what I keep in my go bag for service. This is the bag that I take on 90% of calls to figure out a problem. You've got techs that fall on two ends of a spectrum. Usually there's two extremes. You've got the guy who goes up with an 11-in-1 and a meter, maybe a flashlight, and that's it. And then you've got the other end of the spectrum, the guy who is going to take his entire van up onto the roof to look for a blown fuse. So I like to go in between that and have a smaller bag that can handle a lot of things though. And I'm also a big fan of purpose-built kits or bags, buckets, whatever your method may be, but having a quick grab-and-go way of going and tackling an issue. So the issue that I'm tackling with this is basic troubleshooting, just going up to a rooftop unit, something like that, a machine, and being able to find out maybe what larger tools I may need to end up go getting, but can also fix a whole variety of smaller issues if they arise. So this is the bag I use. This is a Veto MB2. Lots of techs have this bag. It's a fantastic bag for this purpose. The MB2 is tall enough to accommodate a full-size multimeter, which is why I like it. This front pocket is the only thing I'm not crazy about. It's not really tall enough for pens and Sharpies, stuff like that, so which is where I'd like to keep them. So this pouch, I keep a couple small things. I got a very small adjustable wrench from Klein. It's bailed me out a bunch of times. It's a good tool to have. Little stubby 5-in-1 screwdriver. And then I don't have it right now, but I usually have two sets, a metric and a standard folding hex key set in here. So you turn the bag to the side, you've got a side pocket to keep a small channel lock and a 6-inch adjustable wrench. You got the same pocket on the other side, and I keep a full-size 11-in-1 screwdriver. I keep this thermostat driver from Klein. It's got 4 different sizes. It's reversible. Very nice. A refrigeration wrench with an adapter on it. If you go to the main fold-over pouch here, I keep my hand tools in it, full-size hand tools. Keep a non-contact voltage tester. Very important for you new guys to make sure you have something like this. Not as your only way of verifying power, but as a secondary. An inspection mirror, a small one. On this side, I keep pens and a Sharpie and a pen light. I keep side cutters, a larger set of channel locks, a full-size crimper. This is the only crimper you'll ever need, by the way. This is Klein's crimper. Stripper. And this is the Journeyman Series heavy-duty needle nose plier. As a stripper, it's worthless, in my opinion. It also had a spring right here. I pulled that out. It was not functional for me. But as a heavy-duty needle nose plier, it's fantastic. In the main zip compartment up here, I'll keep my pipe clamp thermocouple. My multimeter, this is a Fluke 902. And a 12 volts Makita impact driver. For anybody that's not using a 12 volt for service calls, I heavily recommend it. This is very lightweight. It's fantastic for what we're using an impact for 90% of the time, which is what? Taking panels off of a unit. You don't need a 20 volt or an 18 volt brushless, very expensive impact driver to go do that. Not to mention, usually they end up stripping the screws out. So This is more than enough for that, and it's lightweight. In the back, I keep some tie wraps, and I keep these wire labels in the pouch as well. On the back of the bag, I've got electrical tape. I have a headlamp strapped to the handle, and I keep these 2 small pouches from Home Depot. These are Husky. And the smaller one, I keep some attachments, extra accessories for my meter, a K-type thermocouple, some mini poppers, it looks like, and jumper wires. The larger bag keeps a small case with all my impact chucks and bits. Keep a couple feet of control wire, white and black. Usually I like to have some red in there too. And a small parts case that I've customized with things I use on a daily basis: wire nuts, terminals, brass caps, fuses, some self-tappers, things like that. And all that fits into this little bag. So, like I said, this type of stuff is very personal to the individual. Everyone's gonna have their own way of doing it. And it usually takes a few years of trying new ideas and different loadouts on your bags, on your van, and you'll shed what doesn't work for you and you'll keep what does. So this is more of just sharing my personal loadout and what I use on a daily basis to maybe spur some ideas for some of the new guys that are looking to put together a small bag to get them through some service calls. So anyways, that's what's in my go bag, and my next video will probably be about what I actually will carry on my person all the time when I'm at work, in my pockets, on me, that's not in the tool bag. So anyways, thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you're enjoying the content, and I'll try to keep putting up better videos from here on out. Thanks. Have a good one.